What's going on, guys? I hope you are doing well. It's good to be back with you. Look, I know it's been almost 3 months, 2 to 3 months since I posted a video. We've been out traveling this summer. We just decided this summer we were going to make up for the 2 years of 2020 to 2022 of COVID and just hit the road and be free and just get out there. So I hope you all did the same. But today I want to talk about an update on the truck, let you know how it's going, what's been going on with it, but more importantly, what I have learned since driving a 3/4 ton truck. And I've been driving this for about 1.5 years now, I think, a little under 1.5 years. We've driven, easily 15 to 20,000 miles just with this truck, traveling with the travel trailer, traveling with the hot shot trailer. So all of that stuff. So I think this is going to be really helpful, especially if you're in the market for a truck, whether it's a 1/2 ton, 3/4, or a 1 ton. I think you're going to really like this. And I'm glad to be back with you guys, my LYF, my Live Your Free community. Thanks for rolling with me through the silence. We're back at it. Videos are coming soon of all different types of things. So, hey, let's jump into it. So I'm gonna break these videos down into 3 separate videos, I think. Maybe 4, but I think it's gonna be, I'll be able to do it in 3. I wanna talk about what I've actually learned as a person, as a driver, what I've actually learned driving a 3/4 ton truck. Then I wanna talk about the performance differences of a 3/4 ton truck. And then I wanna talk about what my next move should be. Number 1, the first thing is when I first got this 3/4 ton truck, I was very concerned about the difference of gas mileage, right? How much different was gas mileage going to be with the 3/4 ton truck as opposed to my 1/2 ton truck? You guys know, for those of you who've been kind of sticking with the channel for a while, especially since the beginning, you all know I love my 1/2 ton trucks. Big fan of 1/2 ton trucks. Their capability in a lot of ways is I think undervalued, and just a lot of good stuff that the 1/2 ton truck can do. But I have been converted in some ways, not always. In some ways, I have been converted to appeal and realize that there's just some things you have to have a 3/4 ton truck to do. There's some things you can get away with a 1/2 ton truck with, right? But there's some things that you either have to get a heavy duty truck or you really, really want to have a 3/4 ton truck to do it safely, to do it the right way. And no, I'm not just talking about hauling RVs, although there are clear differences on which RVs you can haul with what type of truck. But I'm just talking about from the sheer peace and comfort of knowing you have the extra capability of a heavy duty truck. And again, I love my 1/2 ton truck, guys, so don't get upset if you have a 1/2 ton truck. I'm not coming for you guys whatsoever. But I will say the ability to just knowing that you have the ability to do what you want to do when you want to do it, to be versatile. So I can do hot shot with this truck. I can drop my kids off because this is a gas engine. You can do it with the diesel too. No disrespect for them. For you diesel lovers out there, relax. But I can pull my travel trailer. I can hot shot. I can pull heavy, tree stumps out of the ground, tires and everything. I'm pulling all over the place. And I don't have to think about what type of stress I'm putting on my truck. That is a huge, huge benefit, guys. Huge benefit. But that's something that I knew was there. I knew a heavy duty truck would be more capable in a lot of different areas. I knew it would be more capable than the 1/2 ton truck. But I also understood there's a lot of things the 1/2 ton truck could do that I didn't need a 3/4 ton truck for. But man, after owning this over 1 year now, you realize just how capable and how many options and how innovative you can be. And that's a big deal. I realized how much I'm able to do with my family on a whim in a safer way, right? That's huge. So that's number 1, guys. Just understanding the realities of what a 3/4 ton truck or a heavy duty truck can do, what it adds to the already present value of a 1/2 ton truck. Number 2, So I came from a 1500, a Ram 1500. It was a 2021 Ram 1500 V8 HEMI. Loved the truck, limited, everything was great about it. As you all know and heard me say on several different videos now, I got rid of that truck for this truck because I needed the payload to pull my travel trailer, right? We're gonna be going cross countries, and for the longest time, we were able to manage it. Life changes happen. We were overweight. I'm not a hypocrite if I'm overweight. I told you from the very beginning of my first video, the day we became overweight or we weren't able to manage that weight, we would be trading out. And so that's what we did. But one thing I had a real big concern of was the gas mileage difference. I probably get, on average, 1, maybe 2 on a bad day, 1 or 2 miles per gallon less than I did on my half-ton truck. It's the difference is negligible. And that's even, I'm saying this during a time when gas is higher. So even while gas is higher, I'm realizing that, you know what, the difference really is minimal. And honestly, guys, I think this statement right here will help a lot of you who are trying to figure out if they want to do the half-ton or 3/4 ton. When you're talking about gas engine trucks especially, because it's hard to do apples to apples from a gas truck to a heavy-duty diesel engine truck. But if you're looking to go to a gas truck, this is going to help you guys out a ton. I really believe and understand now that I really overthought a lot of the gas issues of it. I really overthought it, and I spent a lot more energy thinking about something that really wasn't going to be that important. It really wasn't going to be that influential on my overall use of the truck. For those of you who are in that space, guys, listen, let me be the first to just say, relax. Yes, gas is an important factor. I'm with you on that. Like, I get it. Gas is a real thing. But if you're already looking at a truck, and you're looking at a half-ton truck or 3/4 ton truck or a 1-ton truck, especially if you're getting a gas engine, guys, it's not gonna be that much different. So number 3, another big thing that I really found was pretty neat and that I had to accept and understand is, yes, the ride of a 3/4 ton truck is rougher, period. Now, you guys know I'm a big fan of air suspension that this truck comes with. I think it's a huge advantage that it gives Ram. Let me close this up so you guys can see me. I think it's a huge advantage that Ram has with the air suspension that they put on their heavy duty trucks, even though it's just on the back axles. It changes the ride. It's a great thing. But it's a bigger, heavier, stiffer truck, which is made so it can handle heavier weight. So you're gonna have that natural trade-off. It's something we all know. We all know about this. But what I would say is this, you actually will get used to having the stiffer ride. And eventually getting used to that stiffer ride makes not having the half-ton truck a thought of the past. I don't miss my half-ton truck anymore because I've gotten used to driving this. It is a difference, guys. It is a difference. It's something you have to get used to. What was true at the beginning, what is true to now, you know, parking with this truck compared to a half-ton truck is much more difficult. It is difficult, right? Anybody who says it's not is just lying to you. But you will get used to it and you get better at it, just like anything else, to the point that, hey, I don't miss my half-ton truck. Now, if I get rid of my RV, if I get rid of my travel, of my hotshot trailer, would I go back to a half-ton truck? Probably, just because it's a lighter vehicle and it's easier to maneuver in the parking lot. A little bit, not a whole lot. But with the way my lifestyle is now, if you know you're going to be towing stuff, if you know you want to have the capability to move big things and to do real work, let's say you have some land that you're trying to develop, or if you're looking to have a little moving business on the side, or whatever the case may be, this truck will allow for innovation to be. But again, when talking about the maneuverability of it and how it feels and the comfort of it, you get used to it, guys. And when you get used to it, you don't miss the half-ton truck anymore. Again, this is something else that I wish there was a video out there to help me with, because I was seriously overthinking. I was like, man, I don't, and matter of fact, in a couple of my videos, I talked about not wanting a 3/4 ton truck. And then I found this one with the air suspension. I do think the air suspension is a big deal, guys. I drove this in a Laramie model without the air suspension, and it was a very, very different ride. And I did not appreciate it, and I really didn't like it. But the air suspension does make a big difference. So I will say there is something to say for that. But if I'm comparing apples to apples, I got rid of a 2021 1500 Limited. I got into a 2021 2500 Limited. Apples to apples, features are the same. I see that it's a good move. I'm glad I made it. So if you have like an F-150 and you're going to an F-250, you know, I imagine the suspension, well, not imagine, the suspension is going to be tougher on the heavy duty truck, but you know, you have to kind of balance that out and see what you think. But I can tell you, for you Ram guys and you Ram lovers, hey, from limited to limited, I'm impressed. I have to imagine that from another trim that doesn't have the air suspension to another trim that doesn't have the air suspension in the 2500, you're going to be in good shape. Number 4, what I've learned since having a heavy duty truck is this. Guys, listen. There's a lot of folks who say you have to have a diesel. There's a lot of folks who understand why you don't have to have a diesel. I'm going to tell you right now, if you're looking and going back and forth between a diesel or a gas truck, there are pros and cons in either direction you go in. There just are. But let me be very clear with you. You do not need a diesel engine for a heavy duty truck. I've done everything I've wanted to do and some with this gas truck. And this is talking about hot shotting. This is talking about towing a travel trailer, a 32-foot travel trailer across the country twice now. You're going to see some other videos of that. And it does just fine. And to be honest with you, I'm glad I had a gas engine, because during this time when diesels reached $6 plus, that's just on the East Coast. We're not even talking about California and that craziness that they got going on out there. Like, it's been a plus. Now, will it pull like a diesel? No, it's not. It's just not, guys. But you can do anything you need to do with a heavy duty truck, whether you have a diesel or a gas engine. And the reason I say that is the value of the heavy duty truck really comes in its suspension and its construction of the vehicle. People put way too much emphasis on the engine. There's differences and there's reasons when you need to have different engines. I get all that. So I'm not saying that the diesel is not necessary in some situations. It is. I'm not saying that the gas engine is suffice in every situation. It's not. But what I am saying is, when you're looking at the construction of the truck, it doesn't make sense to allow yourself to get caught up in the whole rat race of, oh, you have a diesel engine or you have a gas engine. It doesn't make sense, guys. The value of the heavy duty truck does not come in its engine. It doesn't come in the engine. It comes in the construction of the truck, the suspension, the frame, the weight. That's what makes it valuable. So if you can comprehend that and grasp that, get past all of that, man, you can get a lot of stuff done with this truck. So this truck has afforded us the opportunity to see this great country, to get out on the lake, to do some hot shotting. This truck has paid me back now. I couldn't do that with my half-ton truck, not to the extent that I can do it here. So these are just a few things that I've learned about having and owning a 3/4 ton truck, heavy duty truck. Stay tuned. I've got 2 other videos. I want to talk about something that's really interesting. I want to talk about what I've learned about people as I've driven this truck, as it pertains to heavy duty trucks. This one might be a little controversial. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching. God bless you guys. Take care.